for me, what was memorable about this play was that it wasn't overtly talking about homosexuality or, really making a comment on whether that's, right or not. What it was making a comment on was that violence is wrong in any situation. And that's what I like, because the thing is although this topic does deal with the fact that the victim was a homosexual, it deals with the fact that this victim is a victim. And if this victim had been, a victim of a race crime or, a hate crime because of his religion or anything else, that it's still wrong. So what was memorable for me was that this play can be taken and placed in any different scenario, and, the morals of the story still play out. The moral that violence is wrong and that it's not the way to deal with your problems still plays out no matter what. For me, the town of Laramie, I think, is depicted as very, small town America. And I don't think that the fact that it, takes place in, a more rural setting really changes anything, because I think that a lot of people can relate to that. A lot of kids at Ohio State went to school in a rural setting like Laramie. So I think that they can relate to that sort of hatred and violence that they saw, or they can relate to the fact that their town was probably a very nice town to live in, but there's probably that one event that just really stands out. So I think Laramie was depicted as, small town USA that everybody kind of knows of and everybody is familiar with. Going back to, like I said before, I don't think the Laramie Project really talks about homosexual stereotypes. If anything, it kind of just says there shouldn't be a stereotype. I think if anything, it reinforces the idea that stereotypes towards, bigots are the more thing, and it really reinforces that. But overall, I think that it sort of resists that homosexual stereotype because, it doesn't matter if you're homosexual or race or religion. A hate crime is a hate crime is a hate crime. So I think if anything, it kind of breaks down that stereotype and says, why do we have that? But then really reinforces that stereotype of the bigot. I think what happened in Laramie could absolutely happen in Columbus. I think, like I said, a hate crime like this can always happen anywhere for any reason. Especially, we are a bigger city, so there are more people. When you have more people coming together, that can always be expected. I think what then matters is that your community has the support system to come back from that event. And I think that Columbus would have that. In a homosexual scenario specifically, we have a large community of gay advocates and gay support systems. So I think that that would be something that could happen in Columbus, but we could definitely come back from. Overall, I really enjoyed the play. I love the take that they, kind of spun the story with. And I love the way that it is relatable in any sort of different situation. Thank you.